So I've got a story of video games intersecting with a famous person and myself, and it's a nice little quick one. I was at E3 many years ago when Guitar Hero Live was being shown off. I had a little press appointment set up to go check out the game, and then I got kicked off my press appointment like 2 minutes in because Snoop Dogg wanted to play Guitar Hero. So I didn't get to preview that game, and I had to explain to my boss, I'm very sorry, I can't write that preview. Snoop Dogg took my slot.
If you want it, you're gonna have to talk to Mr. Dog.
I mean, I feel like that's like, if that happened, what's your boss gonna say? Go big dog, Snoop Dogg? I don't think that's gonna work.
He has way more experience being a dog.
We did have to write, like, a professional email to the PR company that, like, I don't know if anyone else has ever had to write the email, hello, PR contact, can we reschedule and find a space for another preview appointment? As you're probably aware, Snoop Dogg got rid of our appointment.
He did me doggy style, as they say in the industry, which means to take my appointment. I think it was on Spewpunk, the bonus show, which you can access for only $1 at patreon.com/AustinYorski, where I told the story about Hulk Hogan fucked up one of my E3 appointments. Rest in pisses. Is pisses the plural? I was talking about this with my partner earlier because she described the dog as taking pisses. And I said, piss is already plural. There can't be more. It's like all piss, right?
Well, that depends. Like, what quantifies as like a piss? Is it a certain amount? Do you categorize drops? We can get granular here.
That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want it to get granular. I want piss to encompass all pee and it to be
yes,
plural.
If your piss is granular, then you probably have kidney stones.
You gotta go to a doctor. I was also thinking maybe we could do the pluralization Greek style, so it'd be pissoi. You know?
See, I was gonna go, the singular is piss, the plural is urination. So you gotta get real specific.
This intro is off to a wild start. We're all just trying to avoid addressing the elephant in the room, which is, of course, that Dan clicked on a spearfishing link, and we've all been terribly hacked. The next 10 years of Dice Funk plans are out there. People know about Meganifix and Mega Saint Cecilia. We're ruined. They know about Train Season, Pirate Season, Pumpkin Season.
Okay, well, first off, number one, need to get this out there, pissatar. That's the real Greek version of piss. And number two, how dare you? I'm an IT professional. I have never failed a fishing training in my life.
I picked you because it was the funniest option, I think, because you are the tech person.
You have slandered me, and you will be hearing from my lawyers.
Well, I think your lawyers are going to be pretty busy trying to cover up Mega King Badass and Mega Hylia and all the plans we had for future seasons that we have to throw out. Good job.
I was going to mention, I was going to ask as the intro before Laura got to it, Austin, do you ever have like a thought about a future season that you're focusing on that you realize is unimportant, but your brain keeps going back to? Because today I kept repeatedly asking myself, how important are mailmen going to be in season 13?
Yeah, and that's basically most of the things I think about is what's going to go out on this show for years to come. So the hack was devastating. I'm going to have to completely rethink Danganronpa season.
Everyone now knows about Dice Funk Wind and Dice Funk Waves. Oh no.
Yeah, a lot of that season was gonna be procedurally generated. All the hosts are gonna be rideable, which I was excited about.
I've been replaced with a lower poly texture.
Everyone was gonna get a unique final episode depending on what they liked or didn't like throughout the season.
I hope this is still funny in 2 months. Patreon.com/AustinYorski is me, please. I love you. Quinn's here. Quinn, Patreon.com/Weekly Manga Recap. Dicaprio, Diamond Dragon.
Yeah, you basically said everything. I guess I do have an item list I can still go over. I have a zipper costume rack, the Gucci sunglasses, the Dyson Sphering, Neverendall's disc, aka the Nuke, landscape, RIP Prada bag, a beautiful quilt, the designer pearl chocolates, a ladder, the Silk Spectre, and the Trey Fantastique lipstick.
I forgot about the ladder. I got to write down ladder on this because I've just been remembering it, but I don't know how important it's going to be.
One day, it's going to be a situation. It's weird because we can all fly, but there's going to be like a 5-foot gap, which usually stops most D&D adventure parties, as everyone realizes they don't have a way over. But I will, because I'll have a ladder I can put over.
Yep. Laura K Buzz, Laura everywhere. Patreon.com/Laura K Buzz.
That's me. I'm here. I play Dark Hop. I got some stuff. I got a slot that gives me martial adept. I've got a trash can of holding, an out-of-date pop-up book of goblin history, a lucky plush rabbit's foot, a children's first trading card deck of no synergy, a kid's plastic spy kit, a tin. Do I still have the tin foil? I still have the tin foil.
Yes, the group chat, low-key, the most clutch item of the season,
Right?
maybe.
The dire muskrat with its ornate magical saddle, the floppy disk that's going to let us get into Dad's old hoard, the digital reminder watch, the golden gym shorts, and I've put this on my list. I think last episode I picked up what I've dubbed Hop wants to please her mum ribbon.
Yeah, we're gonna go over all the ribbon stuff because I think it got pretty complicated there, and I want to recap. But I also want to say you and I, Laura, are playing a mini game.
Oh,
where if
yeah.
you get more blue girlfriends, then you have thingamabobs attuned to you. You will change hordes and you'll break your old attunements and get new ones. So by my current count, you are attuned to 7
Yes.
thingamajigs and 5 blue women. Is that your count as well?
Because I name dropped one in passing last episode, brings us up to 5. 6 is like a safe number. 7, we're vying. 8 is it 7 where it swaps over, or is it going to be 8 blue women where it the horde swaps?
I think you have to fully pass it because that'll be your new
yeah.
thing. I think equal is, not quite as dramatic. I have the sexy Slod, no name, Gertrude the Steam Genie, Falconbridge, the Fiend Dragon, Schmegglesby the Blue Dragon, and Helen the Tabaxi.
Yeah,
is what I have written here?
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Normally I'd be like, I want to get Helen's introduction on camera, but actually I think it kind of makes ludonarrative sense for for it just to be something you bring up, because part of the problem is that you are being emotionally volatile.
I considered it, and I do prefer the idea of every now and then I am just gonna mention another one, and it's up to you to decide when I pick them up along the way. Was it like during the most recent downtime? Was it during 2 seconds I stepped behind a pillar during the current episode? That's for you to work out.
Now that just sounds like kidnapping.
Can I say something that the audience probably couldn't have picked up on because the way these episodes are released? But the downtime recording you and I did, Laura, during the downtime arc, the last thing you say is to Schmegglesby, I promise to slow down on acquiring new blue girlfriends.
Yeah.
And then the first thing you say on the next recording, which the audience won't hear them in that order, there'll be 2 other downtime episodes between. But the first thing you say when we come back is, I have a Russian blue Tabaxi girlfriend named Helen.
Austin, you know this is a deliberate choice. I'm riding the wave right now, Austin. I can't just throw all of these blue women at you, Austin. I need to have the pacing be unpredictable, and I've got plans.
I like it. I've just listened to a lot of actual play podcasts, so I know that like connecting 2 different conversations from episodes 3 weeks apart is like asking so much from people.
It is, but it's a little Easter egg. It's in there for the people paying attention. Well, it's there for everyone now. Everyone knows I did it because
All right, and finally, Dan from Mudtown, from Dirtsville.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm physically diseased, and here are the items in my inventory: my Surgeon General's coat, my Golden Gloves of Contact Mike, my Mega Long Crown, Humdrum's ring, a TV lamp, my Compass of Plane Ship, the sweatbands of Richard Simons, Sonic the Hedgehog sneakers, and a Craving ribbon.
That's incredible. Yeah, I didn't write down the Craving ribbon. Does anybody want to try to summarize the Sycorax arc so far?
Long conversation getting everybody up to date on what is occurring. We break into Sycorax's house. There is a glass jar, a jar full of glass shards we pour out on the ground, bypassing a puzzle. We enter into Sycorax's inner hoard, where the loom used to be, walk through a wallpapered wall to get into the secret underground lair, discover a bunch of random unsorted ribbons, determine that there are a bunch of Sorrowsworn under secret temples, and by that I mean dungeons, throughout her lair complex. that we must now hunt down to find the memory of the Fulgor, and Sycorax has a substance abuse problem. That wasn't, I guess, part of what occurred, but that's just a general thing going on.
Yeah, I think that's more of like subtext and allegory, but yeah, you basically nailed the important parts of it. You all are looking for a Sorrowsworn made of the memory of a hunter who tracked the Fulgor. We are going to go to one of the temples on Sycorax's mountain. I will say, because Hop, you're Sycorax's daughter, you've been here, and also because there's no immediate time pressure and all three of you can turn into big dragons and fly around, you can identify 6 temples on this mountain which you believe house the emotion and Encode Thought ribbons. They are temples to wonder, love, hate, desire, joy, and sadness. You can visit them in any order where you believe that's where she would keep a Sorrowsworn. But in the meantime, you three are flying together. Any sibling chat you want to get on record before you go to one of those temples?
Yeah, Rex will turn to Hop and ask her, do you know if these ribbons were just collected by your mother directly, or could maybe one of her small folk use that spell? Also, how willing does the subject have to be?
I'll confirm with Austin what the answer to the first half of this is. I assume this is something Hop would know as to whether it has to be her directly taking the memories.
Advantage on a history check to know all that stuff. I can give
Yeah.
that to you in one whack. You're familiar with your mother, but this is not your horde, so it
Yeah.
could be a blind spot or two.
27.
Wowzers Bowsers, you know everything. So first, I want to say Encode's Thoughts does not have to be used on a willing person. In fact, it is a favorite tool of interrogators and unscrupulous bastards who want to steal memories from people.
That bit
which
Hop knew for sure. Hop was very confident this could be used without consent, yeah.
Yeah. You've almost certainly witnessed your mom do some morally questionable things with it, but she prefers to just get them from her humans who make all kinds of interesting memories for her. I will say that Encode Thoughts is a level 1 spell, I believe, so almost anyone could have it. So you believe that while Sycorax grows most of her own horde, I guess, through her small folk, there's absolutely every likelihood that she has traded memories and found memories over her long, long life. So if that answers all your questions, if there's any more, 27's so good, I will just straight up tell you whatever.
If this is what's been told to him, Rex is going to say, well, in my experience, thieves like to return to the scene of the crime, and I imagine this unguarded horde is going to be easy pickings for the Cymbalines. If we happen across one here, maybe we shouldn't kill them, and instead violently rip the memories out of their head to see if we can get a lead on the loom.
So, none of us know the spell we would need for this.
Encode Thoughts? No, I just double checked. It's actually a cantrip. So, yeah, absolutely anyone could have it.
Yeah, what Rex is getting at essentially is if there are small folk here, we could that know this spell that we can sort of press gang into service.
I see. Yeah, we could go out and be like, hey, small folk, you got to do a job for the big dragon. Get this memory for us.
Only wizards get it. Can I get a perception? Because you all can fly around Sycorax's mountain as long as you want. I said last episode it is several hundred square miles of beautiful land, and there's not much going on here besides people living their best lives. But you can basically do infinite recon, so might as well give me a perception here.
I got 3.
5.
10.
Alrighty then, the group fails. You could be followed by 100 invisible Cymbalines and you wouldn't know.
I would know if they were invisible because I've got true sight.
I guess they stay in your blind spot. It's not that you can't see them because they're invisible. It's you can't see them because they're sneaky and you're not on top of your game. You did find a ribbon showing you desperately wanting your mother's approval, so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Rex will just basically sum that off by saying, that's my suggestion if we happen to cross one while we're here. I mean, I'm sure we could press gang some of your mother's small folk into service for this. And I'm at the very least, then we can... Well, Dad's gonna be angry at us no matter what, but then she can feel good about being tangentially connected to getting the loom back, potentially.
My first thought I had is we're looking for, what are they called? Sorrow,
Sorrow Sworn.
Yeah. I know Sorrow Sworn are not inherently connected to sadness, but one of the temples was sadness, and I'm like, well, surely that's where we go to find the sorrow thing we're looking for. That's the one kind of one-track mind I have tonight.
I get your point. However, I'm not familiar with many hunters that are sobbing while trying to kill a big tiger.
Depends how the hunt goes.
Maybe the big tiger is sobbing because he doesn't want to be hunted. You don't know.
But this is coming from the person, not the tiger.
Do we know the memories from the person and not the tiger?
If it came from the tiger, your mother would have had the Numenon potentially then, which is then a whole other issue.
Yeah, you're right, I suppose. Okay, well, if you're so smart, where do we go first?
What was the list again, Austin? If you want to just dump it into the chat for easy reference, that'd probably be best.
Oh, I have it written on paper, so I can't do that as easily, but I could later. But wonder, love, hate, desire, joy, and sadness.
Wonder, love, hate, desire, joy.
Hate and desire seem like strong candidates.
Yeah, I'd say desire would be my bet. Or wonder is pretty good. It's like a cool tiger, is my understanding.
Yeah, but what's the stronger feeling? Like, that's a cool tiger, or I want to catch that cool tiger?
Or I'm really sad that there are tigers.
I'm very angry that tiger won't stop running away from me while I'm trying to catch it.
And perhaps I'm romantically inclined to the tiger.
It depends if it's blue.
I mean, look, you can't dictate where love's gonna go, but...
Rex turns to Dicaprio. It might be. It might be blue. We don't know.
Well, get ready, Hop, if it is, then.
I've probably got space for one or two more.
Well, hold on. We don't know if this is sentient. Maybe stop putting that out there ahead of time.
We gotta go through the whole checklist,
So did we pick one? I feel like we just listed off each of them in a row and said they're all equally viable. Do we just want to pick one?
Desire feels pretty good. I'm putting my flag there.
An entire temple full of people's desires. I hope I don't show up in there too much.
Rex will chuckle and say, you say that, sounds like you might want that to occur. However, have you considered this might not be a for all ages memory set?
Oh no.
I've read my fan mail. I know what I get.
Yeah, Rex is also voting for desire. There is 6 of them. We could have just rolled the d6.
Yeah, but that's uninteresting.
Nope, this is a role-playing show.
Yeah.
That's the good. You did it right. Okie dokie. The Orlando siblings glide down as they drag themselves to a large temple. There are a small smattering of humans around it. Some of them are doing like street art on the sidewalks. Some of them are cooking food and playing music and laughing. Some people are inside in some sort of religious observance. There are not that many people, but you all glide down and you can take your small folk forms as you approach. This is, a beautiful white temple with large marble columns. Is there anything you want to say or do outside, or you just want to walk right in?
I think Rex will try to briefly observe this religious service, if only because he's a little bit confused how this society works, considering that he knows that Sycorax is just murking them at random, so he's not really sure how religion is intersecting here.
Yeah, why don't you roll me your religion?
That's a botch.
Oh, Lord. Oh, no. What do I have to do here? I mean, it's the first thing that comes to mind is Cymbeline. Let me look at your inventory, Rex.
Mm-hmm.
I can't steal your beautiful Sonic shoes.
I like that there was a brief moment, though, where Dan was like, let me engage with the world building here. And then his character botched and got, like, slapped in the face. And it's just like, yeah, what a classic Dan moment.
Yeah, I think you're looking at these people who are gathered. They're not, praying to, like, a statue or anything in particular. It seems more like Sycorax has brought a collection of ribbons containing different emotions and different memories here that people can experience and enjoy, and they're doing that almost as a kind of observance towards Sycorax herself, who is a kind of quasi-religious figure to these people. She, watches over them and ensures all of their needs are met, although she is occasionally a capricious god. Sometimes gods wipe out their people. That's a thing that happens.
So are they experiencing the memory of someone going through like speaking in tongues, one of those like religious fervors as part of their observance?
Yeah, I think Rex, as you walk into the temple, you see that there are a number of these ribbons that are hung around. Some of them are like hanging down from the ceiling. Some of them are like tied into ribbons, and tied into bows, and some of them are made almost like balloon animals of dragons and so forth. And people will kneel down or sit down next to them and touch them and just experience the vision and appreciate what Sycorax has provided for them. So that is what you're observing. I think even if you walk over and you start to touch one and you see a memory of someone like sitting down to a enormous feast, like at a banquet, and there's just all this like succulent roast meat and like these really rich desserts and huge flagons of ale and so forth, and they just feel this overwhelming desire for it. And when you snap out of the memory, your bag is open and you reach down and the ribbon is gone.
Rex will turn to his sisters and say, Hop, do you know if your mother keeps any more jars of broken glass anywhere?
Oh, that practically everywhere. It's hard not to like trip over them walking through here, just in case someone.
Because I'm gonna start lining my bag with razor blades if that doesn't work.
Oh god, yeah. She loves having like, oh, you accidentally put your foot in the jar of glass. Now that's a painful memory I can have. Austin, can I look around to find the nearest jar of broken glass?
Absolutely. Roll survival. We're just accepting now that that's Sycorax's security system. Although, agony is an emotion. I think when you pitched Sycorax's character to me, you said her horde was suffering? I think I'm the one who widened it.
Yeah,
so.
we definitely widened it up, but I definitely started with she enjoys pain, but it is about the experience of the small folk. 10 to find a nearby jar of glass.
This jar is actually glued down. You can't tip it over.
Yeah, no, it's untippable for some reason. The pieces of glass are too big and the hole at the top is too small for you to dump the glass out.
Is it a glass jar of broken glass?
Because you're gonna throw it on the ground?
Yeah.
Yes, but you get sprayed with glass, and you're gonna take 4 damage.
That's a lot of damage to take a level 1.
That's a lot of damage for a bit I was just making about lining my bag with glass.
Look, I've been pushing this bit further than I probably should. There you go, Rex. You got broken glass now.
I shouldn't have rolled a d4. I should have just said 1 joke damage. I got greedy. I think it's 1 joke damage.
No. I've taken the 4 now. This is on me.
Okay. All right. So you all know you are being shadowed by Cymbalines because one of you were just robbed, even if your failed perception check earlier meant that you couldn't detect any.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, we didn't even address the fact that you smashed the glass bowl with the key inside. You find a key, but there is not automatically evident a door to use it on.
Now, at this point, we're not, there's no reason that anyone in this town would be hostile to us if they knew we were, the Orlando siblings, right?
Not to your knowledge. I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, can we like go around and like talk to the small folks, just be like, Sycorax isn't here right now. We're of course, in charge of making sure everything is being upheld, and just want to make sure everything's safe in her temples, and use that as a way for someone to like show us where to go.
Yeah, can I get a persuasion?
Yeah, absolutely. A crit 27.
Holy Lord. Okay, yeah. You walk over to whichever person you think is most knowledgeable, and it turns out they are a renowned scholar here who is in charge of this temple. And as soon as you tell them who you are, they say, with a crit, they just say, oh yes, there's actually a secret door behind the altar that Sycorax uses to hide, the most valuable ribbons that she doesn't want to leave out to the public. They're very powerful memories, so take care if you're wishing to interact with them. Also, there is a creature in the tunnels below the temple. So
Is it a tiger-esque creature by any chance?
oh, I don't know. I just I don't go down there. It's not for me, but for bandits who would try to raid Lady Sycorax's hoard. So it's a bit of a dungeon that she's created for adventurers who would steal from her hoard.
And dragons. A dungeon for dragons, you say?
A dungeon by dragons.
I do need to ask, do all of the temples sort of work this way, or will we need to find someone else each time? Or perhaps because I've charmed you so elegantly, you could just tell us how to bypass a little bit of all of these security systems at once.
Lady Dicaprio, of course, it's no problem at all. You're Lord Sycorax's beloved niece, so I will tell. Here's all the keys for all the secret doors and all the temples.
Oh, thank you.
His hands are so scarred.
I love the subtle implication that, I'll do this for Sycorax's niece, while Sycorax's daughter is stood right there.
Well, you're the one who rolled.
No. Narratively, I think it's perfect.
I think there's like a level of. I think we established it the last time when we first came up with this glass shard defense. There was someone who did not consider that they could simply pour out the glass. I think there's a certain level of like livestockness to these people, or maybe they're not thinking critically about most situations unless prompted.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here psychologically, but with that crit, I tell you as clearly as I can, there's a dungeon underneath this temple. Inside is part of Sycorax's hoard. She has split her most valuable memories across these different dungeons. This is the Dungeon of Desire, and you know that there are monsters in the dungeon, as is normal for dragons. So you can do with that information whatever you want.
Yes, I'm glad I found the one smart man in this entire mountain, the professor, as he shall be forthright known as. Next to him is like a man eating a shoe, and I was like debating between the two, which one to pick.
Yeah, Rex will say to his sisters, How are you guys defending your stuff? Are you doing dungeons? I'm personally partial to just big heavy weight that falls on you.
I mean, my strategy for the longest time has been, my hoard is trash and no one wants trash.
I just generally give out copies of my stuff for free. The good stuff people, I think, don't even realize is there.
Also, if you have as many big blue women in your life as I do, there's constantly someone available to make sure everything's guarded.
Well, yeah, but eventually somebody has to go to the bathroom.
Dan, are you sure you want to establish that there's just a big wait and no dungeon? Because every day Sarah sends me a message saying, "Can I heist Rex's hoard? Can I heist Rex's hoard? Please, simply an episode when."
I think that there's of course, defenses, but I think there may be a lot more like there's like a dungeon, right? There would be a thing you go into and have to deal with. But Rex is like a very simple, you don't need like a giant puzzle. You just need to fucking kill them. Like I know what's in my house. I'm not gonna make this complex puzzle. You're gonna open the door wrong, and the shotgun that's behind it is gonna go off. If you're
to your mind, it's not an intentional dungeon, but to a small folk, like to an adventuring party, you're castle made of castles would have a dungeon-esque quality and danger to it just because of the scope and like things you fill it with, but not to your mind. It's just your house. The same way that like your house is a dungeon to mice and Tootsie is the boss.
Yeah, God, the thing again, I have woken up to just blood splatters on the floor.
That's what I'm saying. Your house is a dungeon from a mouse's perspective.
Yeah, it's like maybe a little less puzzle heavy of a dungeon and more, all right, you're going into a meat grinder. There are active saw blades, deal with it.
As opposed to Hops, where it's which bits here are trash and which bits are hoard, I can't really tell. That's kind of a puzzle.
I'm writing down big weight and shotgun. That's what you get.
There you go. Yeah, there's I think I referenced what was it? They're having like a hunters in his small folk, like the greatest poachers of our time, killing any rare animal that comes by because of his dad. There's just people like that walking around murdering people they don't recognize that show up in his house. He's got the ultimate dungeon cards. They don't talk to you, they just kill you.
Okie dokie. So what do y'all want to do?
I desire to go into the desire dungeon.
Well, you solved it, Dan. There you go. You win.
I go down the stairs. I go down the slide. There's a slide instead.
Well, I found the secret entrance, so of course it's a slide.
Yeah, there is a jar of glass at the bottom of the slide, but...
Stop it! There can't be a jar of glass in every juncture. I guess there could be. Sicker X is getting weirder than I thought.
Austin, I took the 4 damage. There could be glass at the bottom of the slide.
Okay, you're right. You unlock the trapdoor behind the altar, go down the slide into with a big vat of broken glass.
It's just a single regular-sized jar.
Okay, this lady needs therapy. And you find yourself in a dark corridor underground. So some would say part of a labyrinth of a dungeon, but rather than there being torches to light your way, there are occasional ribbons which glow with ethereal light, and that is the only light source here.
And these are all definitely ribbons about having a fulfilling life with her daughter. That's what the desire ribbons are about having a nice, healthy relationship with her daughter.
That's actually a great question. Can I get an insight check from you?
I'm probably not gonna like what I hear, but sure. Insights. Mm-hmm. That's just a straight D20, right? 15.
15 is what I was looking for. Here's what I'll say is that the desire ribbons are various shades of yellow and gold, and you touch a couple and you see one which is you feel it and it transports you to a memory of like young lovers like in a field, beautiful flowers all around, feeling intense desire for one another. You take your hand off that ribbon, go to the next one. You feel someone who wants to win a championship, because this is the same type of yellow that was the craving ribbon that Rex just had stolen. So you think yellow has something to do with this part of the emotional range. And with your success, I will say, it reminds you of one of the ribbons that was tied to Desdemona at the party. Only you saw this with your warlock sight. She had a red, a blue, and a yellow ribbon that you didn't know where they went to.
Okay.
That is actually the exact same information you gave me last episode.
Yeah, this is important, I will say, that you are getting a better sense of like what the colors mean. The blue ribbon that you have in your inventory that's nostalgia is like similar to one of the ones that is Desdemona, and the one that was attached to Ulysses at the end of the party was red, on the same spectrum as the one of Desdemona. So you think you basically have an idea of what those three were, for what that's worth. But all of these different desire ribbons are from different people, different perspectives, different times, different cultures. It doesn't seem to be one like large, overwhelming like theme besides the emotion. But you feel like you're onto something. I'm trying to think of with a 15. Does anybody have any questions?
Uh, my questions are more: can we like see any signs of this sorrow swarm? Because Rex would rather encounter and deal with it before it encounters us and deals with us.
So, like, if somebody was attached to one of these ribbons, they just feel a desire, or it feeds their want of desire, essentially.
So that's exactly the kind of question you should be asking, because the black one, the attachment, lets you use people's abilities, and the ones that Desdemona had were like candy cane striped, red and black, yellow and black, blue and black. So you think she is sharing abilities with people based on these emotional spectrums. So that is the question, is like, who are they connected to and why, is something I think you should be thinking about at this point. So only Doc Hop knows about the Desdemona stuff. Obviously she told you, but like, if you want to share with the group, like, hey, Desdemona is like up to something extremely specific with my mom's shit, and I think it's going to fuck us if we don't figure out what it is.
Is she trying to get someone to want something?
To want something they used to want in the past because nostalgia?
Well, the attachment ribbon links the two of them, and it's intertwined with a craving ribbon. Is she using her desires to influence the other person?
That might be people behind the scenes she's manipulating. I mean, who would that be? Bobus?
I guess maybe this is a question we can ask if we're going down this road. Is there anyone we're aware of the Cookie Mountains that seem to have had like a shift in how they were acting like unprompted as far as we can tell?
Yeah, uncharacteristic behavior.
I would say the one person who had an abrupt shift was Ulysses when he got the red ribbon from Sycorax as a birthday present, but because she had radiation-induced brain damage and didn't realize how powerful the effect would have on him, and he attacked you. The red ribbon is the spell Crown of Madness, if you're familiar with that Dungeons and Dragons spell,
yeah.
which is what was going on there. In the same way that the blue ribbon is calm emotions and the yellow ribbon is command, I think we said last episode. But yeah, I think you're all talking, you're all like around this issue smartly. Like, is she doing something to other people, or are other people doing something to her? Because as far as you're concerned, like, she's like a dickhead who's like trying to thwart you, but like, I don't know, she can shoot ice and she can slash you with her claws. That's like the combat you've had with her. You don't really know what other stuff she's up to.
I'm trying to think if anyone would have an advantage, like would have a reason to want to control her. Like, I'm trying to figure out which way these ribbons are going. And my instinct would assume, I guess what my character would assume is that it's Desdemona controlling other people and, influencing people behind the scenes to presumably do things that favor her. But there is the possibility that someone or multiple people are putting their things into her to make her very power hungry.
I believe someone asked about the Sorrow Sworn. If you want to try to sneak up on it in the dungeon, that's a survival check.
Yeah, Rex would suggest that if no one else has a preference. Just to clarify, to make sure I fully understand, we don't believe there's a scenario where she is being controlled based off of what we know. The two options we believe are she is controlling someone else, or she is taking their power.
She's the beneficiary
or
of the
influencing
relationship.
them, rather, I guess, as a more mild way to put it.
It is possible that she is three different people's puppet, but I think the reason I didn't immediately forefront that is just because she is such an egotistical prick that you think that she wouldn't have allowed that to happen, but it is possible.
Would we know that it could be three different? Because I was considering maybe this is one person just, using multiple emotions to influence her.
I believe at the party I did say the ribbons were going
Yeah.
from Desdemona in
Okay.
different directions.
Okay.
Is I believe a detail I said.
Then Rex will say this about it. Everything that I've seen about your mother in regards to how she feels about small folk doesn't feel intensely genuine, if that makes sense. There is a level of they praise me, so I am defending them. I don't know how much she actually cares. She could just be doing a level of controlled opposition. She influences, a group here or there to cause problems, makes them crave something or lash out, and then just fixes the problem herself.
I think we need to make sure Hop can look around and see everybody we know here in the Cookie Mountains just to see if there's any more ribbons being attached to them that maybe we aren't picking up on.
If only there was some way to just get them in a nice, neat lineup, then yes. I'll keep an eye open for it.
I mean, I'll see the next time I can throw a big party, but there's only so many you can throw.
Well, there's always the Mountain Picture Day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's notable that when you were at the party, I think Laura asked to look around, and I said that you couldn't see where the ribbon's attached to. So that does, maybe I'm saying too much. If you're playing, what's that game where you flip the pictures of the people down?
Oh, guess who?
Guess who?
Yeah. If you're trying to guess who, like that does eliminate most of the named characters. So.
Yeah. Do you want to give us a list of who it hasn't ruled out, Austin?
No, I don't think so. Maybe y'all, that's what you're talking about when someone rolls survival, and I can tell you if the Sworn sneaks up on you or you sneak up on it.
I got a 7.
I rolled a 21.
I shouldn't have rolled, and I've already rolled 11.
The group fails, so you all are talking.
But I got a 21!
You sure did. The group fails. That's how group checks work. Is 2 of you failed and one
but
of you...
it's 21! It's so big!
Is this enough of a one I should... no. Well, it's going to be a
it's
fail.
The group is talking about who Desdemona could be manipulating, or who could be manipulating her as you're walking through the dark tunnels of this dungeon. And you do not see... Let me see this here. I'm going to put a picture of this Sorrowsworn in the Roll20. Boop.
Ah, yes, the icon of desire, a guy with webbed fingers.
This shape is humanoid, but dreadfully emaciated. Looks kind of like a naked human, but with most of the features that make them recognizable and warm shriveled away. Their ribs are poking out. They seem terribly neglected. Their jaw hangs wide open down to their chest, and unlike this picture, which is flesh colored that I put in here, this Sorrowsworn is made from glowing yellow ribbons that Sycorax has knitted together. I think the reason it's able to sneak up on you is because this hallway is lined with these glowing yellow ribbons, and so it doesn't immediately stick out to you as strange until it leaps out at you, running forward, mouth open, drooling on the ground. Roll initiative. It says nothing before it tries to snap you open its jaws and eat you.
Crit, 20.
Initiative.
4.
20.
2 of the party got 20. Dicaprio, you have the larger modifier, so you can go first. This Sorrowsworn, made of some sort of desire, rushes towards you, its mouth open, and it just, without a word, just tries to gobble you up. What do you do?
I punch it. I panic and I punch it.
Yeah?
That's a botch 10. I can add to that, but it's not. Just let me.
I think if you didn't panic, the action might have been the same.
Nope. I can add things. It's not gonna undo the fact it's a botch. Fuck.
All right, you try to punch it in the face. Your hand just goes right into its mouth, which widens up open even more. Seemingly, like the whole front of its abdomen opens up and just exposing more and more mouth, a bottomless well of desire. 18.
That exactly hits my AC.
You take, bad roll, 3 damage. And can I get a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, 13.
That succeeds. You feel a little hungry as it bites down on your punching arm, but
Ooh.
not overwhelmingly so.
Well, only a little, because the punching arm's made of metal, so not that bad.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but the hunger feeling that's induced in you is clearly magic. It rolls over you, regardless of the damage to your flesh, as your arm
Okay.
disappears into the gaping maw. This thing is suddenly shines even brighter with yellow light coming off of it. Rex, it's your turn.
I will attack. You know what's funny? Technically, what my attacks are a bite and claws. So I guess I'm also just biting this guy.
A bite contest.
9 and 19.
19 hits.
Okie dokie. So that will be. This is gonna be low damage because it's the second hit. Just 2 damage. I just throw a punch and it just grazes off of him.
Yeah, the whole family just rolls up on this guy and starts wailing on him. It is now the Sorrowsworn's turn. You hear a sickening pop and crunch as it dislocates whatever jaw bones it has left to try to open its mouth even wider and take your whole shoulder into its mouth. Doc Hop. 12?
Me? Why me? That doesn't hit my AC.
All right. I mean, really, it's because you hit it first, but I do like maybe that it, on some level, it knows that you're Sycorax's daughter. I hadn't even thought of that, but now that you ask why me.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I get a Constitution saving throw?
Another.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, the hungry feeling inside you does not increase. You've succeeded again, but it is radiating some kind of energy that you recognize could potentially be dangerous if you weren't as willful, and it is. Dicaprio's turn.
I'm gonna use Frostbite on this guy, so can I get a Constitution saving throw?
You absolutely can. That is going to be an 8. Oops.
That's a fail. So it will be... I don't know why I'm doing that. It'll be 2 damage, but you have disadvantage on your next attack.
Oh, okay. That's good. So you freeze it a little bit. It hasn't taken very much damage, only 4 total, but it's a little iced over. We're going back to Doc Hop.
Yeah, I gotta punch this thing before it can make me hungry. I don't have any food with me. This is gonna be a problem. 17 hit.
Sure does.
I punch for 13.
Ooh, there you go. That's a strong punch. You can punch its body, and your fist sinks in. You tear away like a whole bunch of muscle off of the bone here. It is weirdly brittle and insubstantial because it is made of ribbons. It is where the parts rip away, the light goes out, and they just disintegrate like into dust and away. Once the magic is disrupted, there's nothing animating the creature anymore. So Rex, it is your turn. You just saw a pretty square hit right there.
Okie dokie. 16 and 19.
Both of those hit.
All right. 10 damage. I think what Rex is doing is he's just grabbing threads and pulling them like a sweater.
Okay, you go Weezer mode on this guy. He at this point you're tearing big gobs of it off. You've like ripped off the front of the humanoid creature, and now its entire front of its body is now a gaping maw. Like imagine you just cut a thin slice off the front of it, and now it is all mouth, and it tries to just envelop you, Rex. So
Rex is yelling to his sisters, "Why didn't we start on the mouth? The mouth was the bad part."
now it's all mouth. Actually, strength contest, because it just wraps what's left of its ribbony arms around you and pulls you into its body and is just trying to encase you completely. I rolled a 20.
14.
All right, so first up, you can take 10 damage. And the second thing that's happened is you're going to need to make a Constitution saving throw as the desire consumes you, and you're going to become very hungry if you fail this.
Okie dokie. 16.
All right, for the third time this fight, you do not become infected with uncontrollable desire, which is good. And we are going to Dicaprio. You see your brother being eaten, his whole body being eaten. by the body of another guy. Not a great thing to witness.
It depends, how annoying
I
he's
shouldn't
made
jump
me
to
recently.
conclusions.
Actually, he's expecting, so no, I got to protect him. So I'm gonna, I guess, oh God, I hate. There's 6 of these dungeons. I have 3 spells ever, so yeah.
Not if this is the one that has the Fulgor in it. Then we're done.
If we don't go to the other ones, then Desdemona's gonna go over and be like, I picked out all these cool things because you didn't go check them out, you stupid idiots. And then I'm gonna be like, oh.
That's why we put the big weight over all of the doors.
At level 1, I've got punching, and that's basically my only thing. You can use some of my spell ability if it would help.
Quinn's been playing Dungeons and Dragons with me for too long. You know all my tricks.
Yeah. I'm gonna use ice knife on this thing. So I need to make a ranged spell attack against it.
Doesn't ice knife explode and Ara die inside of it?
Man, it's that or I do Alright, fine. I'm gonna use frostbite. It will give me a constitution saving throw.
There's a way to maybe make this okay. I can do a new thing that I haven't done yet. I'm going to rally. I'm going to spend my superiority die that I have from my martial adept slot on rally to give you, Rex, 9 temporary hit points.
I'll fucking take that, yeah?
There you go, you might be slightly more able to tank an exploding knife now.
Okay, so rally is a bonus action in your turn. We'll just let it ride this time for the
yeah,
future,
you're right.
because you didn't use your bonus action before, so it's fair. But I just want to acknowledge that I read it.
I got overexcited at a new thing.
In that case, then I am going to use ice knife. So 23 to hit, which I do believe will hit.
Absolutely.
It is going to deal 4 damage to the creature, and then it and I guess Rex will need to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay, I will say the knife hits it in the back. It is down to 3 hit points before I roll this. So 15.
20 crit.
I think, yeah, on a save, you guys just don't take any damage. You just dodge the ice shards, so it'll take the initial 4 damage, but nothing else.
Okay, so I think the way this works, you throw the ice knife into the ribbons. The ice knife glows like it's about to explode, and suddenly ribbons wrap all around it and eat it, to just devour it and pull it into the magic, and it disappears before it can blow up. And we're back to Doc Hop. I already revealed there are 3 hit points of ribbons left before this thing completely falls apart, but it is eating Rex's skin.
I scream in this thing's face, I don't want to have breakfast right now, I'm not that hungry. 24 to hit.
Big hit.
Okay, cool. It's a +5 modifier, so it's gonna be successful, but I should probably roll it.
There is no non-lethal, I should say. You just destroy it, but how does it look?
Can I make a pitch?
Yeah, go on.
It's like when you have like a cartoon mummy and you pull the threads and Rex is now spinning around at a very rapid speed.
Yeah, for 14 damage, which is definitely more than 3, I unravel it like a big cartoon mummy.
So Doc Hop, you pull the loose end of the Sorrow Sworn made of ribbons. You pull on it, it unravels and flies off of Rex, and the individual strands begin disintegrating into motes of light and floating around, and they're like all around you, and you feel the emotion they're made of, this powerful desire, the one that was literally consuming Rex. And now I want to give you the choice here about what to do. Do you let the motes fade away, or do you try to experience the memory more fully? Because it's powerful, it's dangerous, and you need to make the affirmative choice to like step into the light and fully engage with it.
Ooh, and it's desire, correct?
Correct, yes.
Can any of us do this, or is it just a Hop thing?
No, the motes of light are in the air. Anyone could step forward. I just want to make sure, because you're risking things.
I think Hop would step forward. She's pretty deep in the whole desire thing right now.
Okay. Hop, you step in. I want to say from Rex and Dicaprio's perspective, you see all these motes of light kind of pour into Hop, and she glows like brilliant gold yellow for a moment, and her eyes glass over, and it's not clear to you what is happening to her. She's just kind of standing like ramrod straight, eyes rolled back in her head. Before I reveal what the experience is like from Doc Hop's perspective, do you two have any thoughts or actions?
I think Rex is distracted by briefly getting eaten, so I think he is not reacting to this yet.
Can I prepare to push a chocolate down Hop's mouth when she comes to?
Absolutely, yeah. It sounded there. I don't know if it's going to come across to the audience. It sounded like Quinn wanted to be like, let me take the danger. Let me jump in front of the bullet. So I think if you want to role play some kind of concern, I think that's good and fruitful.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely noticed that Hop took damage in that fight and I didn't. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll just take that hit for the team on this, backline kind of thing. And Hop was very passionate about experiencing this.
Okay, and so yeah, you have the pearl chocolates from Andronicus that can give people health, and so you pull them out and you're getting ready to administer them to your sister when whatever is happening to her passes. And what is happening to her is a vivid, powerful sense memory of like a full body immersive memory. You feel this powerful desire pulling you along. It's like there is a clawed hand plunged into your stomach and yanking you forward. You feel the gnawing hunger of that creature, and there's a gnawing in your belly because you haven't eaten for days, and you're half mad in this memory, walking through tall grass, and you have a bow and arrow slung over your shoulder, and you're stalking something that always seems to be at the same distance from you. You can see its outline on the ridge ahead of you, and every time you take a step forward, it takes a step forward, and you're just following it, and you're just going mad with the desire to catch this thing, to eat anything. Quinn has just said in the chat, I'm also experiencing this from the attachment ribbon. I think you are feeling the emotion from the emotion ribbon. You are not seeing the images that I am describing at this time.
I recognize that Hop is probably very hungry right now, so I'm going to push a second chocolate down her throat.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I gave you 6 choices at the beginning of this episode. Here's my genuine train of thought. I was like, well, they're gonna interpret desire as like a sex thing and be like, I don't want to see my mom's sex stuff, so I'm not gonna do that one first. Desire was the correct one, though. It was a little trick. On the ridge ahead of you, you see an enormous tiger, and you are stalking it from a distance. And in this memory, it's not just the hunger in your belly, but also the desire to take down the most elusive, powerful prey. And you've never seen a predator like this. It's twice the size of any tiger you've ever heard of. Its stripes seem to move constantly, snaking around it. You're not sure if you're hallucinating. The way that the sun beats off of it, it reflects wrong. And you feel quite clearly that you are dying, but you can't stop hunting this thing. And it goes on and on until you can no longer stand. And you see it in the distance stop when you fall to your knees. And all you want to do is continue crawling forward, but you can't. And as in this memory, you begin experiencing lightheadedness and unconsciousness, you hear voices, distant voices of people calling, saying something like, "Sir, hey, do you need help? What's going on?" And people rushing over to you before you lose consciousness in the memory.
Huh. And then I awake from this with a little chocolate in my mouth, just like, yum, 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 yum.
2 chocolates.
2 chocolates, yum, 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 yum.
Before you wake to the delicious taste of chocolate, there is just the briefest glint of something else in the memory, because presumably this human hunter was taken back to Sycorax's and had this memory extracted and added to her collection. But before the memory cuts off, you see a light strobing in and out, like it's your eyelids fluttering, and there are several humans carrying you, saying like, "Oh, he needs water. Someone get a canteen." And you see one of the people carrying you is flipping a coin.
Oh.
The Zahir, perhaps.
And now you taste delicious chocolate.
Okay. Austin, could I tell who it was flipping the presumably Sahir?
No, it just seemed like a random human who would be long dead by now.
Okay. Yeah. There's no world in which, like, finding the Sahir, like, getting the Sahir would help us find this tiger, right?
I hope not.
I think... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Brain blast. I can feel it. Jimmy
I'm
Neutron
thinking,
time.
How do we know that... We have been told this thing changes, right?
Yeah.
We don't know that it's only limited to being an animal. I think the Zahir is the tiger.
Yeah, I just had the same connection, that the obsessive following of it, the desire to chase it, is very much like the Zahir obsession. God
damn it! I just got rid of the coin thing. I guess it was like 20 years ago, but it feels like it just happened.
That was like 2 weeks for a dragon. Zahir is Arabic for radiance. Zohar is Hebrew for radiance. Fulgor is Latin for radiance.
I thought it was lightning. I thought that's what that meant.
Same thing. Yeah, I mean, they're obviously etymologically related.
In Austin, Fulgor, you'll find, is often like a big, cool lightning monster. In RPG terms. I've been lied to, and I will be taking my money back.
Yeah. Fulgor is a masculine noun meaning brilliance, splendor, radiance, or lightning. Yep.
You've pigeon dubbed me again, Yorsky.
I'll get the most important thing out of the way first. How much health do I get for those chocolates?
If we take a short rest, you can get a D8 worth back for each chocolate.
Nice. Okay. I do wake up from having the chocolates in my mouth, and Hop does just go, "The coin's the fucking tiger."
God damn it. That does line up. It's so cursed, though.
Yeah.
It makes sense. What would the noumenon of a dragon be? Or a dragon biome be? The violent urge to hoard.
Oh no.
Damn, if we... I mean, I almost want to end the episode there, but it's only an hour in. That's how... y'all nailed it. Fuck 5/6 of my quest, huh?
We still probably shout to go there, but...
Yeah, there is stuff.
I read Craven's Last Hunt. I knew where you were going with this.
All right, so yeah, you're in this dungeon. You've defeated its boss, and you've claimed its treasure, which is the knowledge of the noumenon of the Cookie Mountains. Congratulations.
What do we know right now about the status of our really bloody annoying, I was gonna say friend, person who's got the noumenon right now?
Famously, it's the exact same as right before he died. He is unable to change.
Well, yes, but, like, do we know where he is? Is he, like, locked in a box or anything at the moment? Like, I don't remember what his...
He's not locked in a box. Last time I saw him, I sent him to massacre some of Desdemona's people.
I guess here's a question. Now that we know, do we care? Like, I mean, my point is, we were doing this because Dad asked us to look into this, right? And we've gained this piece of information. But what, actually, do we have a use for it if we got it away from him?
Also, like, I don't think that the idea is we go get it and bring it to Dad and be like, "Oh, look, we got the tiger, it's a coin or whatever it is right now." Because at that point, then Dad's just going to be obsessed with the thing. It's like, that's not a good idea.
At best, the only thing I can think of is if you somehow inform my mother that a kobold has possession of the Numenon of the Cookie Mountains, even with her, I don't even know if I would call it affection for Keeper, I think she would take issue with that, being that he is below her in status.
Enough that anything would be done about it, or...
Rex just kind of shrugs. Did we didn't need to, if I remember right, for this quest, did we need to get anything else for Andronicus to be able to look into the Aleph, or was it mostly just figuring out what was going on with the
I promised him I would bring him back information about the Fulgor,
Okay.
which isn't great because now I'm like, hey, there's a cursed object of great desire, and I'm like, I hope you don't want it.
Yeah, I will say that part of giving so much up for Andronicus is that he is actively helping. He's being very useful, so you don't have to worry about that necessarily. But you can still look for food and bring him back food for stat increases as far as he's concerned.
That is
is
true.
there like a fruit by the foot memory ribbon we can give him?
I wonder if they taste good. You know what? That was so stupid because chefs have used like flecks of gold and stuff. Gastronomy is dumb as fuck. Maybe nature check to find a ribbon, and that could be somehow
an edible ribbon.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we'd just be taking a bunch of them to give him like a bowl of spaghetti.
Oh my
I got
God.
20, Austin. Give me that delicious fruit by the foot ribbon.
Absolutely, yeah. Add a fruit by the foot ribbon to your inventory. That could be the Andronicus item for this arc. Congratulations.
Is that just for Quinn? Because I was also gonna roll, but I think
There's only one per arc, but
Okay.
you can cash it in if Dicaprio gives it to you. But
I don't think there's actually any value to that if it's just gonna be a single one per arc, because I would need to get 2 of them before anything actually happens to any of my stats.
Well, we found what we are looking for, but there are 5 more of these temples that aren't being guarded and potentially could have something on a similar level of importance to the Fulgor information. We probably should at least check to make sure that they aren't actively being raided by those stupid dragon siblings.
Well, hold on. They are actively guarded. There's gonna be more of these. We've confirmed that. So we should keep that in mind.
Yes, and we managed to take it out in our small folk form, which means these aren't very dangerous creatures if someone else comes in and just, I don't know, shoots it with a gun or something.
I was being eaten alive, which wasn't particularly great, but to an extent, I get your point. I'm fine with, going through the rest of these dungeons to see what we can find out. Who knows what Sycorax is hidden down here? I just want it to be perfectly clear. We are probably going to get hit again. And I do have to now consider the fact that if I die, there's like consequences for people around me. This is a new feeling.
Yeah, I want to push the chocolate into Rex's mouth.
Yes, like that. That's what he was gonna do to me as he scarfs it down.
yeah, I should say for the audience that you as a party are no longer enforcing the Gladys Accords, but that doesn't mean you can't find artifacts or just take items. If it's up to you. Literally, you could take everything that's not nailed down if you want to. You'll have to deal with Sycorax's feelings about that. But in a way, your Gladys Accords artifact quest has been kind of replaced. If you choose to accept the mission, to collect relics for Bolingbroke, who is your spy within that faction. You can do that if you want. It's up to you.
I'd be down for going to these other locations. I kind of want to see what Wonder is, personally.
I wonder what that one is.
Here's the thing. If you all exit the dark tunnels underneath the Temple of Desire, you crit on the professor, I believe we called him, the smartest man on the mountain. And because of that, I want to give you something additional.
Professor P. Nuts, some might say.
I would love to say that. He tells you Hey, you're all the children of Orlando. Are you expecting any other dragons around this mountain? I know
Oh
Sycorax is
fuck!
away.
Cheese it.
Not presently.
What kind of dragon has shown up, if I might ask?
Oh, just while you were in the tunnels, I just saw the distant silhouette of some dragons flying around. I wasn't sure if that was related to you. Sycorax is still gone on her business trip, right?
Dragons multiple.
I believe so.
Did you see a color of any of those dragons by chance?
Oh no, it was pretty far away, but it was dark.
Oh god, do we have to go set up some extra jars full of broken glass or whatever?
If you just leave enough jars of broken glass out, eventually Desdemona will bleed to death and you'll win.
So you confirm it is Desdemona. So it is Desdemona coming then, Austin.
No, I'm just saying in this conflict, eventually, if you leave enough around, she'll just die of blood loss throughout the war, the next 100 years.
Mm.
Austin, thank you for saying that on air so I can now do this plan and you have to be held to it.
I think we should probably investigate that.
Yeah.
Rex will turn to the professor and go, where did you see them fly off to?
The professor points in a general direction. I mean, dragons are very fast and the mountain range is very large, so could be more helpful, but that's, a starting point.
Yeah. Rex would say, yeah, we should probably turn into big lizards and take a look.
Big lizard activate. Go.
Rex will say as they fly, transform and fly up to the sisters. Have we considered that, Desdemona had these attachment ribbons? I don't know how common this particular form of magic is, but was your mother working with her, Hop? Or maybe, I don't know, manipulated into giving these to her in some way?
Not that I know of. It would be news to me.
Something we should consider is that there's a real concern I have that when your mother gets back, she might go after us hard just to get back into Orlando's good graces.
Of course she wouldn't. That would mean going against her daughter, and she wouldn't do that. Right?
She's gonna be coming back without the radiation poisoning, correct?
Yeah.
Then I guess let's hope so.
Rex isn't gonna push Hop on that matter, but he looks very clearly unconvinced.
Every time Hop repeats to herself, it's getting a little less confident. Like, three or four in, she's going like, yeah, she will.
Okie dokie. Sounds like the siblings are in the air, flying around the mountain. Do you want to go to one of the other temples, or do you want to roll to figure out something about the dragon that was sighted around here?
Rolling to figure out about the dragon that was around here feels like the higher priority right now.
Can I convince you it's an athletics check?
I think it's
just
going to be
covering ground really fast.
I think it's going to be investigation.
Investigation's alright.
9.
23.
13.
The group gets average, so I will say you fly around the mountain for a while, and the only other signs of dragons you see, there aren't any obvious just dragons in the air, which would be the simplest way to resolve this, but you do find a part of the mountain where there is some crushed down plants, and you land to look at it, and you do find some footprints on the side of the mountain, draconic in nature, haphazard, strange, and with your rolls, they're not good enough to figure out too much about it. But there's at least one dragon, maybe more, around here. So that's all I'll say is maybe that they will reveal themselves or slip up or something if you check again between each visit to these temples.
Okay. Can I put up a big... I want to make some kind of trap that's like, all the cool stuff is over here, come have a look, and then inside my trap. And I say this, I started saying that out loud, and I was like, the trap is that they fall into a big thing of broken glass, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, setting a trap is a classic D&D maneuver. It's a deception. Let's see what the rolls are, and if they're good, you can get a really great description. If the rolls are bad, it's just an open pit of glass, and no one falls for it.
16. How good of a trap do I get for 16?
Yeah, I mean, if you're the only one rolling, if this is a Doc Hop original, I needed a 15, so you succeed. Tell me about the trap you set.
I should probably make it not just a big pit of broken glass.
There's a tarp over it.
I think the way to do this would be to scrounge around Sycorax's hoard for some... I know that these are trash ribbons. Some ribbons that are definitely not in any way actually worthwhile. Maybe some stuff from like the reject pile, but try and dress them up to imply that maybe they're like, see if I can find like an empty glass case somewhere that I can put them in and make it look like, ooh, these are important, these are very desirable things you'd want to steal, and then have it set up that if you get too close, like the room locks on you or something.
Okie dokie, yeah, that works well. You make a trap using ribbons as bait and glass to get them.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of broken glass, not that much. I don't want to go overboard.
And you can check back with this trap after you investigate another temple. Which one do you all want to go to?
Well, we said wonder, so I think we should commit to it. We're not going to switch in the last moment, Austin, trying to lead us away. What good shit's in the Temple of Wonder that you're trying to keep us from?
You caught
It's
me.
a magic lamp, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Cave of Wonders, Temple of Wonders, it's all the same.
There's a second blue genie.
Okay, we're going to the Temple of Wonders, everyone.
Okay. You all are goofs. Give me 1 second here.
Wait, all of us are goofs? None of us are a gallant?
I'm the gallant.
That's nonsense. In your world, you're the gallant, but that is BS. You know it.
Oh, no.
I want to see the Austin Goofus and Gallant comics where it's just like, Goofus asks for no tomatoes on his sandwich like a fucking idiot, while Gallant just eats anything ever put in front of him because he's awesome like that.
Gallant eats lettuce for 6 straight months.
Yeah. All right. So you all fly down to the Temple of Wonder, which is it's even more sparsely attended than the Temple of Desire. It seems like that there aren't many people here right now. I think it might be even getting dark, and the temple looks pretty similar on the outside, large columns and all of that. But the people inside who are touching the ribbons, which are different shades of green, they don't appear to be coming out of the memories. The people you see, like, I don't know, half a dozen, sitting, standing, kneeling by the ribbons, their eyes are rolled back like you saw with Doc Hop. Their hands are on the ribbons, and they just sit or stand or kneel and keep doing so.
Austin, is the
Yeah.
reason there's not many people here because they've all gone for a sort of aimless walk? They've gone for a wander.
I knew someone was going to do that, but I didn't know how quickly. Can I get insight on this particular situation?
Is there perhaps a mural of wondrous things, some sort of wonder wall?
All right, everyone takes 5 damage.
I didn't say any of them, though.
Okay, Quinn, you get 5 temporary hit points. I can do anything. I'm
Sweet.
gone mad of power.
5.
Oh, we were doing insight, weren't we? Was that my insight roll? I can't remember. I'm rolling. 13.
All right, yeah. So the group fails, and you don't. So you can look around in the temple. You can find the trap door that's locked. You have the key. You're good. But with these rolls, you don't discern anything else particular about this situation. There are just half a dozen people here experiencing memories of wonder.
Can I push one of them over? Not like hard, but I just want to like tip one over and see if they just fall like still like holding the ribbon, or if it like knocks them out of it or anything.
Yeah, if you push someone over, their hand comes off the ribbon, they hit the ground, and they scramble up and say, "Hey, what the fuck? What's your problem, lady?"
You were in my way. Sorry.
Dickhead.
You actually bumped into me.
This little human guy, this is like a 20-year-old human, is going to try to shove you. Strength contest 17.
Well, that's not great.
Because you look like a thin waifish elf.
6. Yeah, and I am.
He knocks your ass the fuck over and says, "Watch where you're fucking going. I'm gonna get Lady Sycorax to throw your ass out."
Rex is going to walk directly up to this guy. We've referenced, like, dragons previously, kind of partially dropping the glamour in the past, and Rex is just going to actively do that and say, "I think it's going to be right about time for you to apologize and leave." And I'd like to intimidate.
10. 10's not good enough. He tries to punch you in the face. Rex, 3. That's not enough.
Okay, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him now. He's swung, so I'm going to beat him into paste.
Okay.
He is escalated to violence. It's time to experience the wonder of physical violence.
Incredible.
Rex takes a look at his watch. Oh, clobbering time already, huh?
You know what fucking time it is? 12 and 24.
The guy is not wearing armor. He's wearing a cotton tunic. You knock him the fuck out. The only question is lethal or non-lethal. You don't have to roll damage. He's a little guy. He has 1 hit point.
Non-lethal. But do you want to know? This is what happens here. There is a fighting game called Injustice, right? And in Injustice 1, there's a character, Solomon Grundy. Solomon Grundy's most famous thing is that he has like a
Born on a
nursery rhyme
Monday.
Yeah, born on a Monday, christened on Tuesday, etc. And he has this like he's a grappler, and you can string grapples together, and it does like a full it does the full nursery rhyme as you string the attacks together, right? He gets the full fucking combo. You want to experience wonder. Now you're experiencing the terror of a full 100-0 60 hit fighting game combo.
All right, yeah, you turn this guy's entire shit sideways, and he is unconscious. What's outrageous to you is that no other person here so much as flinches.
Rex is gonna look at the people around here, because we're not seeing anyone wake out of this. Are there people here that look like they haven't shaved in a couple days or anything like that, like disheveled or are collecting dust? Like, are people coming here, touching these, and then just slowly dying?
Medicine check.
Hold on. Not a 1d200. That's not right. 12.
I will say that no one looks like they're in serious danger. It's hard to get a good grasp on them, but I will say, like, a couple of people, their lips look dry or cracked. They look like a little tired, but no one looks like fucked up or dead. So that's what I'll give you for a 12.
Okay. Rex is gonna rifle through this guy's pockets, and that suggests we should go down into the dungeon.
I hope this is a dude with no armor, no hit points, nothing, but he did have like a legendary spear in his pocket that he just forgot to use.
Yeah, he had Gungnir, Odin's spear. No, he has a cluster of grapes. He had one wheel of cheese.
You should give that to Andronicus.
There we go. I'm giving him this asshole's grapes.
I don't write asshole grapes in your inventory.
I think they're called hemorrhoids.
Jesus Christ, Laura. You unlock the door down into the dungeon, very similar to the last one. Winding corridors, dark except for glowing green ribbons hung here and there. This is the same kind of setup. You assume there's a Sorrowsworn around here.
I'm kind of hesitant to touch any of these ribbons to get an idea, considering how lost these people are in it compared to the other ones.
I would like to touch one of them because Dicaprio believes, having survived this here, she does not believe she would be lost in whatever thing is enchanting just these simple small folk. She believes she's just built different.
All right, charisma saving throw.
Damn, I was hoping there'd be no challenge to this. All right, 13. That's a good one. Lucky 13.
Not good enough. No, you touch.
What do you mean? It's 13. It's bigger than 12.
You touch the green ribbon, Dicaprio, and you see a sense memory of someone who is sitting out on their porch in a rocking chair with their family, just smoking and enjoying the night, when suddenly there is a brilliant streak across the sky as a shooting star just comes out of nowhere, and everyone gasps and looks up at it. And it's the most amazing thing you've ever seen in your life. You've been a dirt farmer from the first memory you have. Your dad was a dirt farmer. His dad was a dirt farmer. Oh my God, what the fuck is that in the sky? And from Rex and Hop's perspective, Dicaprio, you touch the green ribbon, your eyes roll back, and you stand there, and a minute after minute goes by, and Dicaprio is not coming out of it.
Yeah, Rex is gonna do what they do to like electricians when they're working on high voltage situations, and just kind of like fucking shove her off of it.
Yeah. It's inconsequential to just push DiCaprio's physical body away, but she does seem dazed and confused when she comes out of it. From her perspective, she just saw a shooting star. It was over, 5 seconds or whatever, but you just watched her stand there for minutes.
Yeah, Rex is like snapping his fingers in front of her in front of her face, using his breath weapon to like check her pupil dilation reaction.
It was so beautiful. You don't understand. Everything was dirt, and then I realized the sky was alive.
I have no idea what that means.
If you just hold on to this for a quick moment, you'll also be transported to one of the most incredible feelings you'll ever experience.
I'm already me, so it doesn't get much better than this.
Yeah, I don't need a ribbon to know what it's like to be surrounded by dirt. I picked where I picked to live.
You're right. This ribbon sucks. We should burn them all down. This entire temple is foolish.
I mean, no, we're not burning down my mum's hoard.
Not all of it, just this stupid part of it.
We're not burning down a sizable portion of my mum's hoard.
Fine.
What if we put it at the bottom of the glass pit?
Yeah, I want to take that particular ribbon and drop it into a glass pit.
So you know that there is probably a Sorrowsworn in here. Does anybody want to roll about that?
Yeah, what do we roll?
It depends on your approach. I assume stealth.
It's actually athletics. We're just gonna sprint full tilt at it before it can react. just run up on it real hard.
Is there a way to know like what kind of habits it has, like how it moves and anything like that? Like how
I believe you used the RIP Prada bag on Sorrowsworn in the last episode, which is the equivalent of a crit. So I will tell you, Sorrowsworn are formed from pure emotions, but they seem to have just this compulsion to inflict their suffering on others. They are not sapient. They're creatures. They're monsters in a sense.
Ooh, can I use minor illusion to create the like idea of like a gnome that's like walking through here, and then like wait for the Sorrowsworn to go after that, and then we could just like jump it and beat it with like shoehorns?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I think the effect of that is I need to make an intelligence check against your spell save DC.
Yes, correct.
All right.
Did I miss something? Why did you bring up shoehorns as the weapon of choice?
I wanted to think, like, what's the funniest thing we could, like, be beating this creature with? And the idea that we're dragons, but we still use the worst weapon possible.
I had to check over my mental RAM of like, did I miss something? Is there a lore thing that I've somehow forgotten about related to shoes?
Yeah, in our setting, shoehorns are just wildly dangerous. It's just a different thing about our world building. I'm gonna roll now against your spell save DC. What is it?
13, I believe, is what you need to hit. Also, shoehorns being a dangerous weapon does mean that there are a lot of them in Ulysses' horde.
All right, I got a 6. So the Sorrowsworn falls for your deception. You create a gnome adventurer illusion who wanders down the corridor, and then you hear
its brain looks particularly juicy. Like, it looks like it has like a really yummy brain to like immediately wrap a mouth around.
It's a child. It has the biggest eyes full of wonder you've ever seen.
You see, first you hear the soft footsteps of a humanoid creature made from ribbons, and then you see the bright green glow as the Sorrowsworn runs into the gnome and picks it up. And it is, once again, it's a kind of human made of ribbons, all green, but this one has what appear to be two broad wings, glowing green that it doesn't use to fly. Instead, they hyperextend forward and wrap around the gnome as if to envelop it. And the humanoid face doesn't have a mouth or visible eyes. It instead has a strange beak-like formation, which it plunges into the illusion of the gnome, which is lost in a green glow. So the three of you are witnessing what appears to be this wonder Sorrowsworn envelop a person and like, what's the word I'm even looking for?
Mosquito suck it?
It's doing something. Obviously, the gnome isn't real, so nothing happens to anyone. But it appears that it was like picked up. The intent was to envelop it, and it disappears into the green glow. So you're glad that wasn't you, is all I'll say.
I don't desire to be slurped like a juice box today, ideally.
All right, shoehorns, everybody. Let's start beating it.
Yeah, I activate my boxing gloves and start wailing.
Yeah, roll initiative. You all...
can't this be like that scene in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure where we all just gang up and start beating them, like kicking him on the ground?
If you can do enough damage in one round, because you all did this deception, all of you do your attacks and see if you can do it.
2, and then I need a dexterity saving throw.
I just want the damage to see if you can if you can Vento Oreo its ass before.
Okay, 11.
14?
12.
That just passes it. Yep, that was enough. So I guess three of you paint me this picture of you all beating the wonder Sorrowsworn to fucking death.
Yeah, I think there is like this little illusion of like a very delicious looking child to be eaten, and this thing immediately falls for it, and then there's just a group like, get him! And then we all just run behind it and just start punching it and shooting with like magic guns, basically.
Yeah, there's a moment where it's like, huh? And then it turns around and it's just curb stomped on the ground.
I like the thought that we've like dropped down from the rafters or something. It's like out from the shadows, just suddenly.
This is our all-out attack. There's just a big cartoon like action.
They'll never see it coming.
The ladder sticks out of the cloud briefly.
You tear this ribbon creature limb from limb, wing from wing, really. And as the whole thing comes unraveled, there are the green motes of light floating in the air. Dicaprio, you were the one who was in a wonder reverie recently, so you recognize the raw power of this emotion as the motes hang in the air.
Yeah. I want to try to tackle this again. I know I can't possibly get stuck in wonder twice. And if so, I'll just get punched out of it again, I assume.
Yep. Dicaprio, do you step in?
Yeah, I'm going to step into those wonder motes.
Okie dokie. Charisma contest.
Well, a 4, Austin.
That is a 4 with your bonus. What is it without your bonus?
It's not. Hop. Dear sweet sister of mine.
Yeah.
May I be able to borrow just one lucky dice, please?
Yeah, go on.
Thank you.
No, you know what? Here's the thing.
No.
You step into the motes of light, and they all converge on you. You glow bright green. Your head snaps back. Your eyes glaze over. And Dicaprio, you see a perspective that is somewhat familiar to you because it's very high up on your long draconic neck. And you recognize that this is the memory of a dragon. And you look around and you see your assembled small folk, various humans who are all bringing baskets of food, and some of them are playing like little harps, and everyone's crying for some reason. And you look down, and your heart is overwhelmed with wonder as you see baby Optimus, the steel dragon.
Aww.
And we'll never tell her.
And that's the thing that fills your entire mind and body and heart as you go into a coma with your botch and no one can get you out of it.
Uh-oh.
And Hop doesn't get to experience this. Oh no.
If it helps, you do know that I'm experiencing Great Wonder. You just don't realize it's about your birth.
I might get to academically know that you felt what it was like to be my mum loving me, but I'll never know.
I'm sorry.